This is a story about the mines in the old town of Goldfield, Nevada. This old town is just 20-odd miles south of the town of Tonopah. This is a town that seemed to have a lot of pretty interesting photos in the archives. I'll post all those photos in a slideshow at the end of the video, so if you like old photos, you will want to make sure you stay to the end of the video. A lot of the photos are from the early 1900s when the town was booming, and then there is a lot of old photos that were taken in the 1940s, well after the town had gone bust. It was in 1902 that two prospectors, Billy March and Harry Stimler, found gold in the hills close to what is now Goldfield. As usual, it wasn't long before word got out and people started moving in looking to strike it rich. By 1903, there were a few hundred miners in the area, and by 1904, the town of Goldfield had a few saloons, a general store, and a few other shops. The town had barely gotten started when in 1905 a fire swept through and burned about 2 blocks of buildings down. 1905 was a big year for Goldfield. Not only had a bunch of the town burned down, but the railroad came to town also. The Santa Fe Saloon opened up also that year, and the neat thing about that saloon is that it is still open to this day and is one of the very few remaining businesses of Goldfield. By 1906, there was over 30,000 people living in Goldfield. The town by this time had several producing mines in the area where miners worked. By the following year, 1907, over $8 million worth of gold had been mined. Some of the larger mines included the Mohawk Mine, the Red Top Mine, and the Jumbo Mine. These mines were controlled by the Goldfield Consolidated Mining Company, which was run by George Wingfield and George Nixon, who were a couple of super-rich mine investors. Other mines included the Combination Mine and the Florence Mine. In 1908, the Goldfield Hotel opened up. This was a 4-story building constructed of stone and brick. The structure was said to have cost over $300,000. That was a pile of money back then. Each room had a telephone, and the building was steam-heated, and the lobby had luxurious mahogany paneling. By this time, Goldfield offered 5 separate banks, a mining stock exchange, 5 newspapers, and a countless number of saloons, with one that stretched the length of an entire city block and required more than 30 bartenders to staff it at once. That same year, the mines saw strikes by the miners wanting higher wages. Miners formed a local branch of the Western Federation of Miners, and in this branch were included miners and laborers from all the Goldfield area mines. In December of 1907, the Nevada governor, at the request of the mine owners, contacted President Theodore Roosevelt to dispatch some federal troops to the town of Goldfield, fearing that striking miners and non-striking miners would clash. So the president sent in some soldiers, and in 1908, after a police force was formed, the troops pulled out. From 1907 to 1910, Goldfield was the largest city in Nevada. Goldfield saw many different people also over the years. Both Wyatt and Virgil Earp came to Goldfield. Virgil was the Goldfield deputy sheriff. Another fella by the name of George Rice also spent time in Goldfield. He was a guy best known as the slickest con artist and fraudster who became a stock promoter. His Sullivan Trust Company and its associated mining stocks caused the failure of the Goldfield State Bank in 1907 when it collapsed. He went on to ply his same trades in Rawhide, Nevada, a short time later. Between 1903 and 1910, Goldfield's mines yielded close to 4.5 million ounces of gold, making it the most productive gold camp in Nevada during that period. By 1918, the mines were running out of ore, and by 1920 there was only about 1,200 people remaining in the town. Over time, more people left, and today the population is said to be just a couple hundred people. A far cry from the 30,000 the town once had. Now, as mentioned at the start of the video, I have a slideshow of old photos of the town and area. I hope you enjoy. You can still go to the town of Goldfield today. If traveling from Las Vegas north to Reno on Highway 95, you'll drive right through the town. Going through town, you see all the old buildings. It's your typical old mining town. If you're like me, you could spend hours walking around this town. Lots of neat old relics and other junk. If you're into rock hounding, Gemfield is just a few miles out of town where you can hunt for all sorts of rocks. Well, that about wraps up this week's video. I hope you enjoyed this short story and the slideshow about the town of Goldfield. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can continue to bring you more old lost mine stories.